So happy for you, dude. Hey, I hope you're enjoying the Uncle Gold podcast. If you want to support this whole project, make sure you go to the second channel called Uncle Gold Podcast Clips. There I create short form videos with the best topics from the interviews that I do on the main channel. You get their videos daily. They're separated nicely into playlists, so you can choose the topic that you want to watch most. And now let's go back to the video. Let's bring it back a notch. Let's say somebody wants to start running right now. They never ran before. What would you give them as advice, like real beginner's advice, how to get into it? What are the first steps? What to look out for, how to think about it, and how to prepare?
Okay. Well, I would say, if you have money to go out and eat in restaurants, and if you have money to buy slabs of Guinness or bottles of wine and things like that, I would invest in a coach. So I would the number one thing that stops people in their tracks from running is they get injured because they don't know how much they should be running, how fast they should be running. It's the strength training, and strength training is number one. My first port of call for anybody is get strong, and not lift 200 kilos above your head. I mean get strong in terms of and I mentioned this in a flippant way earlier, Pilates and getting strong with your body weight and trying to figure out muscular imbalances, all of these things. A lot of the times we're very strong in the front and very weak in the back. That's what usually the case is, because we sit a lot. Yeah. So we sit down a lot. So, our glutes, our hamstrings, our calves are quite tight and quite weak. And so for anybody, I would say invest in a coach. If you're really the message that you're sending to yourself when you decide that I want to start running is because you think it's going to benefit you. You think your life is generally worth effort and worthwhile.
Yeah.
So it's worth investing in. So I always say to people, if you are going to do something like that, if you were going to learn a language, you could teach yourself, but most of the time, if you really want to learn it, you'd find somewhere that is teaching a course, or you might even meet up with a group of people that are also trying to learn this language, and you could converse with those people and all of these things. It's just the same with running. It's you have to, information and knowledge is power.
Yeah.
In whatever field you think about, so when you have more information, you have more knowledge, you'll be more powerful within that realm. So you won't get injured as much. You'll hit your markers and your goals. You'll enjoy it more. You'll just enjoy it more because I think that uncertainty in anybody's life is never pleasant. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, if you're putting on your runners and you're thinking, oh, Jesus Christ, I hope my knee doesn't flare up now again. You're not enjoying the run. You're not enjoying the process of the run. After a day's work now, because Mondays are a break day usually for me, so they're usually a hectic work day.
Mm-hmm.
And I today is different because I've had a week off training. So today I'm training, and it's I cannot wait until I've gotten ticked all the markers on the book so I can go out and run.
Yeah.
And it's because I'm safe in the knowledge, knowing that I've done the work that allows me to keep this going and not be injured. And I'm working with a coach, you know what I mean? And he's keeping me on track, So the thing that I would say to people is if you can afford a coach, get a coach. If you can't afford a coach, try and soak up as much knowledge as you possibly can. Long before you ever step foot on the road, just be a sponge for knowledge.
Yeah.
And that is watching YouTube tutorial videos, downloading. I love the Nike Training Club app because it gives fantastic warm-ups and cool downs for runners. It gives great core strength exercises for runners, and it's cheap, it's free, and it's the next best thing to actually having a coach is being able to do that. And what I recommend for people when they do that is that they pick their 2 or 3 exercise routines that they like, make them into a program. So on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, we do strength and we do our core work. We stay off the road and we do those days. And then next week, your Saturday is your Thursday, and your Thursday is your Tuesday, and mix it up like that. It keeps kind of things going, keeps things guessing. And then after 6 weeks, pick 3 different ones and put them in, because keep the body guessing all the time. And just keep on taking on as much knowledge as you possibly can. Because when I first started, and look as well, anybody who says they know down to a T how to train and nourish for runs, like down to an actual T, is a bit of a spoofer, because no 2 people are the same. So you're you know what I mean? It's trial and error for all of these things. But definitely arm yourself with the information first, and then get yourself on the road.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.